We are Scott and Cheryl Morgan, and we are seeing the world one cruise at a time. Join us on this adventure as we spend 2 full days in Los Angeles. The first day seeing Universal Studios, the second is looking around town and some of the technology, before getting on an 8-day Halloween cruise, visiting Puerto Vallarta, then Mazatlan for the city highlights, then a beach day with snorkeling in La Paz, and ride a camel in Cabo San Lucas. Today is day number 3, another relaxing sea day. Good morning, and welcome to day number 3 of our cruise. We are still sailing off the tip of the Baja of California, heading down to our first stop, Mazatlan. But it's slowly getting a little bit warmer. Today, it's a clear day. Yesterday was all hazy, today is clear. And no, there's a whole lot of Halloween stuff going on right now. See, the ship is starting to move around early this morning. People are getting out, getting their walks on. And I'm doing the same. Also out duck hunting. And already found one duck. Found this big pumpkin duck already. So one duck score for me this morning. Still walking around though, hiding a few, picking up a few. But mainly today is the weather. And it is fairly warm today. It is about, I would say 72 right now is what my guess would be. I'll show you officially in a little bit. And it's a good thing we're so close to Mexico, sailing right off the coast, because we have a person on board who's in need of immediate medical attention. So we make an unexpected stop over to Cabo San Lucas and drop off the patient and continue on our way. So as part of our medical stop, we're going to be pulling into Cabo. So you can see Mexico off on the distance over here, all the mountains. So we're going to straight ahead. You can kind of see way off in the distance where the land stops and drops off into the water. That's where Cabo's at, lands in. So we're gonna have to see how if they get the other person off the ship, more than likely by boat. But we're at the very front of the ship right now. See the ship's bell right there in the picture. I'm sitting up here toward the front of the boat, watching the flying fish go through the water. There are schools of little flying fish all through here that are jumping out in the water. Interesting to watch. So we're out watching for dolphins and got one coming right at the boat. He may ride the wake of the boat coming in. We'll have to see what he does. But right out in front of us is a dolphin. Looked like he may have went under. I was hoping to catch him on camera jumping up, but looked like he had other things in mind. And this is a view from Cabo from the sea. Can't really see it from way out here, but right up next to the rocks are a whole bunch of seals. And all the boats that you see are little tourist boats coming out to see the arches. They even sometimes have snorkeling excursions right out here, closer toward the edge. But don't see any of those boats now. They even have glass bottom boats, all kinds of stuff out here. So a whole lot of water sports to do right here by the arches. And there's a couple of other boats in, 2 Holland America boats. Can't read the names of them. 2 Holland America boats in the port with us. And as we disembark the sick passenger, it's lunchtime. So luckily, we belong to the Diamond Club on the ship, so we give a special little lunch that we get to go to. And with the Diamond Lunch comes free drinks. So as soon as you sit down, you go ahead and order a drink, and they'll bring it out to you as soon as they can.
In the meantime, folks, we have our 1,400 team members and our amazing 4,200 guests on board. Can we just do a massive shout out to our bar and dining room team in the house, everybody? Thank you to them. course, they're going to get round to you as quick as they possibly can. They're running their little socks off. Now, looking after our 1,400 team members, we have our incredible senior leaders. I just want to take this.
And for the meal, I'll have meatballs covered in cheese with bread. I wish I had more bread to sop this up, the cheese up. Cheryl has the fried shrimp. For entrees, Cheryl has the chicken with mushroom sauce. And I'll have the pan-roasted cod. And for dessert, great minds think alike. We both have the Irish cream cheesecake. And it was excellent. I wish they had this on the regular menu. And it appears we picked up a guest as we were close to Cabo. Yeah, this is points off if they have a health inspection and they see a fly, and they get inspected regularly. So, yeah, he liked us best.
Thank you very much. Sorry for the delay, but we really like to say a few words to you, even if you just came now. But luckily we are able to disembark at this guest, is a passenger, and will be in good hand. Is on the way to the hospital in Cabo San Lucas, so that it's a very good news. I'm happy to be back here on the ship, and I'm very happy to see you. I love a picture. And I really like to say thank you to all of you, to all the Diamond guests for your loyalty and your support. But I'm sure now our hotel director want to say a few words to you.
And after lunch, we happened upon the towel animal taking pictures, and also a dance class. So we stayed and listened to the dance class just a little bit before heading back to the room to take a nap. And so far, I think we've had a different towel animal every day. And this is one of the areas I forgot to show you this morning, the library. It's always real quiet, and I'm walking around early. And as I'm about to walk in the library, I see a little black duck laying on the fire alarm. Little did I know, I'll stop the video right here because there is also another duck right behind it that I totally missed. So he's still there unless somebody else found him. But anyway, back to the library and our ducks. Like I say, they could be right in front of you and they're hard to see. But back in the library, there's nobody in there. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning here. So I decided to walk in there seeing I wouldn't disturb anybody just to see what's around. Because sometimes they have books to borrow. And they do. There was a few books in here to borrow, and you could leave books if you had one that you had already read and change it out for a different book. But there's games in here to play and other things to do also. This is where I've been taking the picture of the maps in the morning also. You can see the tables are like a chessboard, and all the chess pieces are inside the cabinets. So there's a lot of activities that you could do in here, and it's real quiet. Looks like they were setting up for some sort of little conference later on during the day. And I passed by the library one morning with it. They were doing some crafts inside of here. So more than just reading books, they also have little activities in here. Like I say, it's like an arts and crafts they were doing one morning. And now it's a nice quiet area down at the bottom. Everybody at the bar. You can see the big funnel that we have here. Changes scenery. So on St. Jude Day, they changed this up, the artwork for St. Jude. But right now it's just random scenery. You can see all the levels are decorated for Halloween still. And we have our big poster still right behind. So Halloween cruises are nicely decorated. And we are still looking, this time cherry on top. Oh, I see a duck. Another duck and hide keychain. No keychain duck this time. All the candy. And I've been seeing where Texas Holdem players meet, and apparently this is where they meet at. This is the Texas Holdem tournament table. So Texas Holdem played at the the Heroes Tribute Bar. And in just a few minutes, all the graphics on the martini glass decorations in the middle have changed to Dr. Seuss. So that's just how fast they can change the graphics on there. And this was changed for the Dr. Seuss story time that's coming up. And then it's dinner time. Cheryl starts off with the French onion soup, her favorite, and I try the stuffed mushrooms. These are actually pretty good also. And then you know the other appetizer I get. Always get two things. The other is Caesar salad. And then, just like earlier in the day where great minds think alike, we also thought the same for our entree, chicken parmesan. Last time she had it, she left me a little, and I liked it, so I got it again this time. And for dessert, Cheryl has the almond pear cake. This is with the no sugar added section of the dessert. And my dessert comes off the kids menu, the sundae. If you look, there's a sundae every day on the kids menu. So we hit a little Jesus and we're waiting for somebody to find him. He is right there at the top of the stairs next to the post. So somebody's going to be finding Jesus tonight. And then it's off to the Latin Club where our son is learning how the Latin dance. It's funny watching him try to pick it up. I can't do any better than that. And in just no time, the Latin Club is packed with people. There's hardly any room on the dance floor for more folks. And that is the end of day number 3, a relaxing sea day. Join us again next time as we go to Puerto Vallarta. There we see the Day of the Dead festivities all around town and all the decorations. And as always, thanks for watching.